bunch of years back, we were traveling around to different high school GSAs and asking members of the high school GSAs one thing that they wished they could have had when they were younger in order to create a safe space and growth for themselves, as well as affirming their own identity. And one of the big takeaways that we got from some of those meetings that we had was the wish for elementary schools to have that safe space.
Studies have shown that schools that have GSAs, elementary schools that have GSAs, have a decrease in bullying for sure. And that not only do the 2S LGBTQ plus students feel safer, but the students in the whole school as a whole feel safer because they feel issues are being addressed.
So when we are talking about gender and sexuality alliances, we're actually oftentimes looking at three different areas of need that they fulfill. One is social and support, just a safe place to hang out and be together. The second is for education, to learn about 2S LGBTQ history and experiences and struggles, as well as educate their wider school community. And the third is for advocacy.
We know, both anecdotally and through studies, that identity affirmation, particularly for 2S LGBTQ plus youth, is so important when it comes to their mental health indicators.
So when I first came to the lead teacher role in November 2020, it became apparent that we had a strong need in our school for students to feel that they belonged and that their identities were valid. We did a lot of education around transgender awareness in the beginning due to a student asking for us to normalize being transgender.
Over the past few decades, newer communities and terms have been born, and it's always important to stay up to date with those things. The GSA can help with that. It makes everyone feel like they are no longer in need to hide. They don't have to feel like they are alone, but instead have friends who are like them and accept them for who they are.
The GSA is a place for students who are part of the 2S LGBTQ plus community and students who are not. So students who are can join the group and feel safe, and students who are not can learn about other identities.
So the majority of people are not 2S LGBTQ plus. Therefore, they need allies to help them advocate. Allyship is the only way for there to be acceptance across the world. GSAs are important because students need to understand that everyone deserves to be loved, even if they identify differently than you. If you are informed about these topics, you can be more accepting of the world around you.
GSA meetings actually look different at every single school. It's entirely driven by student voice and driven by what the students would like to see at their meetings. A big part of our goal is creating community and for students to have a safer space that they can spend time in where they can be themselves.
In our GSA, I believe that our students feel validated. They feel like they have the support from not just the teachers that are involved, but also the students that are their peers and that are part of the GSA. I believe that the GSA affirms their identity and who they are, figuring out who they are and discovering about themselves. It also extends into that creating a healthy space that helps them mentally, that supports who they think they are and who they're becoming.
And then inevitably within those conversations, kids sort of have their own questions, their own comments, something that have happened in their own lives, something that they're questioning, something that they want their peers' advice on. And I think that's sort of the key for GSA. It creates a space that brings these kids together and allows them a connection.
Our goal this year in the network and in the employee resource group is to have GSAs in every single elementary school. And I'm excited to see the work move forward.